Hey there everybody, my name is Anthony Morrison and I am excited to be here with you today to teach you one of the strategies and one of the formulas that we've used in our business to help small businesses make more money and be more efficient in their online marketing, okay? So this is a formula and we call it the profit cycle formula. So I'm going to draw it out for you. I'm going to show you a little bit about how we do this, all right? So it's called the profit cycle formula. Now, one of the reasons we called it the profit cycle formula is when you go to a local business, call it a local restaurant, a cleaners, these are some of the types of businesses we've sold this to. When you go to those businesses and you start to kind of ask them if you can do their online marketing for them, you know, a lot of times and a lot of the stuff that you've learned in this course is going to teach you how to do their Facebook marketing. It's going to teach you how to manage their fan pages. It's going to show you how to do maybe some of their SMS marketing for them and all of those types of things. But one of the things that I found is that all businesses, okay, all businesses in order to be successful online need to have their very own profit cycle formula. Now the profit cycle starts with traffic, okay, so we'll just kind of, we'll draw this out right here. It starts with traffic. Now traffic can come from pretty much anywhere, right? And so inside of this course, you know, we teach you how to get traffic from places like Facebook, right? Teach you how to get traffic from sites like YouTube, Google, and so many other places, right? So traffic, all types of traffic. Now there's a lot of times you can go to a business and you can say, listen, I can show you how to get more traffic to your website, right? But what's going to make the business stick? What's going to make them continue to send you those checks for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 every single month, right? Well, they got to be able to get results. Now the problem with most small business owners, and this is something that that we kind of honed in on, is that they've just got corporate websites, right? They've got these little websites that are not really built for conversion. They're built to just show their brand off. It's like, hey, look at my deli, or hey, look at my restaurant, or my cleaners, or this, that, and the other, right? They're not really designed to generate conversions online. So what we do is we go in and we show them the profit cycle formula and how we can build one for them, all right? Optimize all of the basically the entire funnel that they have for their business online, which is going to get them better results. Because if you're out and you're doing Facebook marketing and YouTube and Google for a business, well, if they don't get results, they end up canceling, right? So what we do is we build them one of these profit cycle formulas. So the traffic, all right, what the traffic does is the traffic all funnels into what we call a lead gen page. Now, it comes into a lead generation page. So instead of going to their actual website, we send people in the traffic that you're generating for them to a lead generation site. Now, the reason for this is twofold. Number one, okay, we collect their info. All right, so we're collecting their information. So we're going to help the small business owners now build an email list. Super, super important. Our business right now, we send multiple millions of emails every single day, all opted in through the same profit cycle formula, and we're generating upwards of 6, sometimes 7 figures in a single month from sending emails. So what we do when we go out and we approach a small business owner, we say, listen, if you don't have one of these, you need one, right? And we can develop that for you. And the reason that you need it is because all of your efforts over here, all the money that you're spending over here, all the time that we're spending generating traffic to your business is not optimized, right? It's not optimal. And even if they have a web page that has a little newsletter sign up button on it or something like that, it's not designed, it's not optimized to generate that lead, right? And so what we do is we say, we'll build one of these for you. Now, of course, when you build one of these, you also need some kind of, we call it a lead magnet, but you would call it maybe some type of free giveaway. All right, so some kind of free giveaway. Now, this works really well with small business owners because at the end of the day, you want to drive traffic through the doors, right? A lot of these, especially local businesses that are all just kind of about their local traffic and the amount of people walking in. Well, how can you take somebody from Facebook, from YouTube, from Google, and get them to walk through the door of one of these local businesses? Well, it's real simple. You teach them how to do these giveaways. Now, instead of just saying here's a $2 coupon off your next order or something like that, what we normally do is we go big, right? So this is something that I always teach, and this is something we always do. We go big. So fact of the matter is, if the bigger the giveaway, right, the more appealing the giveaway is, the more likely, number one, they are to opt in, and then number two, they are to actually show up at this local business with their coupon, their discount, or to get their free giveaway. Well, what does that do? When a local business sees that you have actually driven someone from one of these online platforms to walk through the door and into their business, even if it's just one or two a month, they know that what you're doing is working. So this helps the stick rate, right? This is going to help continue to keep, not just to have you have so much churn, in other words, not that you're picking up 3 new businesses this month, but you're losing 3 businesses this month, right? What you want to do is have a stick rate that's really, really high. This creates a high stick rate when you have actual people walking through the door that a small business owner can then verify, and they know, okay, they came through that page, that lead generation page that you built them, right? And it's all because they're coming in for this free giveaway. So we teach them to go big on their free giveaways. Nothing that's going to be absolutely insane, but what if you were to show a restaurant how they could give away, literally give somebody their first meal, their first lunch for free, your first dry cleaning for free, right? It's the price to acquire a customer, and they're spending way more than that on all these traditional forms of media anyway. So this works really well. So once we collect their information and we do this free giveaway, right? So we give them a free giveaway. What we do is we now take them to 2 different places, okay? Place number 1 is we're going to take them up here, and this is what we call a thank you page. All right? Now, on this thank you page, there's a couple of things that you want to do. You want to use this real estate. This is real estate where, with all of our funnels, we make money. We always call it the profit zone when we're teaching it, because at the end of the day, once somebody has kind of come through the door, right, it's kind of the steps in business, right? So when somebody walks through your door, they're more likely to buy from you, okay? So it's much easier for me to get somebody already inside of my business to buy something from me than it is for me to get somebody outside of my business to come into the door and then to buy something from me. It's part of psychology and something that I've used for many, many years in our business. And that is that, simply put, human nature is that we like to follow steps, all right? That's just the way that it is. So it's the reason why when you go to, let's say, first grade, you instantly feel like you need to go 12 years through high school, right? Because you see that there are 12 steps. It's first grade through 12th grade. And then the next step is college. And then college is how long, right? It's all these different steps. And you honestly feel like if you don't finish all these steps, you haven't completed the entire task, right? So what we use is we use a step method on this thank you page. And so what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll say something like, step 1, do this, and then step 2, do that, right? And these are action steps, right? These are action steps that you tell someone to do on this thank you page. So it could be anything. It could be a specific page that the small business owner wants these customers to see, right? So now they've come in through the door, they've got this free giveaway, they end up on this thank you page, now they're inside, right? And now we push them through multiple steps. So it could be that maybe your small business and has an online store, right? So a lot of retail stores would use this. So they come in, you give them this discount to come into the store, but then when they get on the thank you page, you give them multiple steps. Step 1 might be to visit your online store. Step 2 might be to claim their online coupon code or discount code, right? So now what are you doing? You're driving sales online, right, for this local business owner, but you're also you still have out here the ability for this customer to want to come in to the store, right? So you're having 2 places that you can sell and 2 incentives to do so, right? The step method works really well. In fact, so well that we have almost doubled and in some cases tripled the average value of a person coming through our funnel by simply using these words on the thank you page. Again, it makes people feel like if they do step 1, they've got to do step 2. And they're already so far in. I mean, they came from an ad somewhere out here on Facebook and YouTube. They ended up on this lead generation page. They opted in, so they gave you their contact information. So all of that has happened. They've got this free giveaway. Now they're on this thank you page. They feel like they're so far in that they might as well go on and complete these steps. And so these steps right here could be some of the most profitable things. When we did this, we saw that on average, as people would come through our funnel, that we would have about 83%, okay, so about 83% of the people that came through this funnel would take action on step number one. So step number one, like I said, could be for every local business, for every small business owner, it's going to be different, right? It could be to go to their online store. It could be to go like their Facebook fan page. It could be to go follow them on Twitter. It could be all of these things. If you're trying to build the social media account as well as the email account for a small business, you could send them through this funnel, and then you could, again, give them the multiple steps to follow you on different social media. We found that 83% of the people that come through will actually take action on step one, but here's what was so interesting, all right? Of the people that do step one, when we track this, right, 94% will do step two. And that's across, we're talking like we've had probably 700,000 people come through this exact funnel, and those are the numbers. So you have a massive amount of people that will take action on step two. Now here's what's unique and what's interesting. Before I started using the step one, step two method, I would just say, please complete the following, and maybe on the thank you page, I'd have the thank you page drawn out, and it would just have like the numbers 1 and the numbers 2, right? And so we would just say, do this and do that. Before we started using the word step and making it seem like it's a process of steps that need to be completed, our take rate, the action rate on step one or point one was somewhere under 50%. So it was literally under 50%. So we had a huge increase when we started calling this a step, right? And then for the second one down here, we were under 20%. So we were under 20% of the people that actually did the second thing on the list. And here's why. They've kind of gone through all this stuff, right? They've come in, they've taken them out of their element on their Facebook page, their YouTube page, whatever the case may be. Now when they get all the way here, you know what they're really thinking about? They're thinking about, look, I've got this coupon, or I've got this free giveaway, I've got whatever it is that you offered them. They don't really pay a lot of attention to this unless they feel like it's part of the process, right? Using step one and step two is super important. I'll tell you how to use that on the social media pages to boost your engagement as well in just a second. So once we do this, right, you show a business owner, look, I can have people taking massive action right here after they opt in to your email list. So now you've got their information and we've got them taking action, doing the things that you want. Now you also drop them into the autoresponder, right? So we call this an AR. It's an autoresponder. Now this autoresponder is going to send emails. This is another point where you can make some money offering a service, obviously, to a small business owner, and here's why. Most of them don't understand how this works, right? Very few businesses actually have an autoresponder set up so that when somebody comes through here and ends up on their email list, they actually start getting these automated messages. Messages that are set up and designed to build the brand, okay, brand awareness, and then also to drive people back to their sites, right? So back to the different web pages they may have online, or back to their actual store. So you can go through with a small business owner and elect to just manage this. In other words, tell them, hey, look, we can set up, manage, and handle your entire autoresponder series for you, and we'll do it for X amount of dollars a month, right? So this is one component that you can do for a business where you don't have to do all this stuff, right? You literally can just manage their email list. Or you can go to a business owner and say, look, check this out. I can do all of this for you, right? I can build this lead generation page. I can come up with this free giveaway with you. I can drive a lot of traffic, build your email list. When I build your email list, I can go in here and I can manage that email list for you. So I can make sure that we're sending emails that make sense, that drive customers, that increase the value, the lifetime value of a customer for you. And I can do all this in your autoresponder series. And by the way, we can also implement this step method so that we can start making money immediately. Right? We don't even have to wait. We can start making money immediately right here on this thank you page. Most of the time when a business owner sees this, they don't have all of these components set up, and if they do, most of the time they don't have them connected, right? They don't have them connected in the way, obviously, that you would be able to draw out for them. Gets them really excited, because what do small businesses really want? Well, they want customer retention, right? They want a higher lifetime value, and they want to be able to see a return on their investment with you immediately. And that's what this thank you page does. When you use this step method, you get that return on investment immediately. And something else that I think is really interesting and unique is if you're managing someone's Facebook page right now, you should implement this step 1, step 2 method. So here's what we do. When we make a post on Facebook, right? So if this is a Facebook post down here, and we make a post on here. What we typically do, and a lot of times what people will do, is they'll just write a long post telling people all about whatever it is that they're interested in, right? Like, for instance, we have a vacation site we manage for a small business owner, and we go in and we talk about the vacation area, right? We talk about the beaches, we talk about the activities, we talk about the amenities, all these different things that would entice people to pay attention, right? Well, I found, and this is, you can see this all over the internet. This is what people do. When they write a post on Facebook, it looks like this. It's just a bunch of sentences run on together, right? Well, those typically don't go that viral, especially if you put a link in the post, because Facebook does not love to send traffic to outside sites, right? So what happens is, if you have a Facebook fan page and you make a post and it has a link to it or a link in it, it doesn't show to as many people, and it's because you're linking people off of Facebook. So what I did was, I said, I wonder if I use this step method, if I can generate my own virality on Facebook. In other words, build up more traffic from Facebook, because at the end of the day, Facebook is one of our traffic sources, right? So here's what we do. We go in on Facebook, okay, and when we make our post, we say, step 1, do this, and step 2, do that. And we break it down for them. And we show them specific steps that they need to take and specific things that they need to do. When we did this, when we started implementing the step 1 and step 2 method, our posts, some of our posts have been seen 16 million times. We have 550,000 fans. And this is not for my brand or anything personal or anything like that. This is literally for like small business, right? What was a small business? 550,000 fans. And then what do? We use that link, okay, in the Facebook fan page, and where do we drive people? We take people from there and we send them right here. We send them to one of these lead generation pages. So we kick off our entire profit cycle by managing Facebook fan pages. And what we do is we use the step 1 and step 2 methods so that we can get people to like and share, comment, those types of things on the Facebook page. And then we use step 2 to drive them to the lead generation page, which puts them right into this profit cycle formula. Look, it doesn't matter what type of business it is online. This profit cycle formula is what they use to run their business. You can literally put any business model, right, into this formula. They all need traffic. They all have to have some kind of page that collects information and builds their database. They've all got to send them somewhere after people opt in and give them the information. And they all need to be doing email marketing, because this is free money right here. Anytime you're sending emails, you're able to generate return customers and repeat customers completely free. It just makes total sense. Most people right now, especially the small business owners, and this is why they struggle so much, and it's why they need you so much, right? It's why I made this course. It's because they spend a fortune continuing to reach the exact same customer, right? You bring in a customer from a radio ad or from the newspaper or from even television. And then in order to get that customer back, you have to keep spending money. You have to keep on and on and on advertising. What's great about email marketing is you don't. You spend the money once to get the customer through the funnel. But once you get them into your autoresponder, you don't have to spend any more money. And now you can continue to market to this customer time and time and time again. That is why when you show this entire formula to a business owner, they instantly can see this is going to save them money. Their return on investment is going to increase. And that's what they like so much about it. So what we've done and what we've really mastered in our business is going out to small business owners, explaining this profit cycle formula to them, and then showing them how we can implement and build one of these profit cycle formulas for them. And then showing them how we can manage their Facebook fan page and we can make their fan page get more exposure, reach more people using a specific type of post. We actually call it the stacking method. So you might use that when you pitch a small business owner. We call it a stacking method. And it's how we stack our posts on Facebook. And it's why visually more people see the step 1 and the step 2 features that we're asking them to do, which is why they like, share, and comment on our posts more than they do most of the other posts that they see. And it's why it goes viral. And that's what feeds this profit cycle formula. And then, of course, in turn, makes money and builds an email list. So this is something that you can do. It's very, very simple. You can literally take this, just pause the camera, pause the screen, and you can take a shot of this and draw it out, right? And master this. Master how to draw it out for a business owner, and they'll be extremely impressed. Because when you come in and you start showing somebody all of these different things, it's a little overwhelming at first, but when you seem like you've mastered it, and they sit there and think, oh my gosh, I don't have any of this, or I only have one of these pieces, or I only have half of this. They see where they're leaving money on the table, they see where they could potentially make a better return on their investment, and they see where they can increase the lifetime value of one of their customers, and that's what it's all about. So my advice is draw this out a few times, keep watching this video, listening to what I say about each one of these pieces, and then go in and show these business owners how you can do this for them. Explain to them that you can make these posts on Facebook that are going to increase the engagement, therefore increase the amount of traffic that they get. And this is a formula and this is a strategy that you can use to help small business owners and, of course, to make some money for yourself.